Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Saturday, which means it is time for another Nozz watches Dr. Stone. Oh boy. So in our last episode, Senku basically just started blitzing through the tech tree and hit where, basically any meat should aim for. He made noodles. Oh boy. So now he's running a noodle cart trying to get the villagers to like him so he can use them for fucking cheap labor to make steel. Oh boy, as you do, like a bunch of backwards primitives, you need some they're not too smart, but they can lift things. Ah, chief, it's good. It's all you need them for. Just working towards making antibiotics so they can cure whatever plot disease is going on in the village. Oh boy. I'm wondering. I'm wondering, like if we're gonna get back to Tsukasa, like if we're gonna get back to Tsukasa anytime like soon. It feels like the way we're going here. If we're going like one invention, an episode, like with some adventure stuff in between. I feel like maybe like if we're wanting to get up to guns, it might take a minute. Or like maybe he'll just be like the final episode. Like it'll just be like, "Hey, Tsukasa, use a bitch, blat blat." I don't know. Would like to see how the spy team is getting on, see how that's going. But maybe I guess we'll get around to that eventually. But let's go ahead and see what Senku is up to, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh boy. So so what are they gonna make? They're using the noodle cart to try and get people on the side so they can use the forge. What comes after? Oh, it's the Stitch Man. It's the Stitch Man. The the gourmet the gourmet gourmet dish of science, and it's goddamn ramen noodles. Open up a fucking Maruchan then. Let's go. Small talk is unscientific. Man, Ginro, stop being a bitch. Damn, son. Get shat on. Seriously, like, so many people. So many people in this goddamn village. Blonde on top and dark below. What the or like that guy. Like, are they descended from hairstylists or something? Jesus. It's a damn shame capitalism didn't survive, otherwise he'd be making big stacks. Damn. Senku's bringing capitalism back. Oh, he's a stone boy. He's a stone boy. All right, so this guy is a stone boy. So who brought him back, or did he get up on his own? And he sounds like a creepazoid, so hey, there you go. That's a good start on that one. God, look at this villain. Look at this fucking villain. Jesus. Like, he looks like someone just went into, like, an anime studio and just went, hey guys, can I get a villain? Like, just like, as it comes, just like give him some like, some weird hair, a weird haircut and some weird deformity, alright? And make him give him a high pitched, kind of like lazy sounding, creepy voice, alright? Just like basic, like a #1 combo meal, large fry, and a small milkshake. Just get in there. Like, I'm hoping he's not a villain. Because that sort of, like, design works way better for a hero. Because no one expects that guy to be a hero. But, like, look at that. Look how fucking creepy that guy fucking looks. Like, I love it when that sort of design gets used for a good guy character. I mean, Senku kind of looks like a villain sometimes as well, so... I mean, the precedent is there. And Tsukasa looks like a shonen hero at sometimes, so... like with the big lion cape and being big and strong like a goddamn pillar man. I'm hoping he's a good boy. Oh yeah, they're gonna make electricity. He could bring the miracle of Beepis back to the world. Who? Wasn't he reading that book earlier? What happened to his hair? What happened to his hair? Delicious ramen? I thought it tasted like ass. Of course he's not. He's a magician. He's a freaking liar by trade. Bring it on him after. What the? This. How are they gonna get double the temperature? You're not gonna get double the temperature through that alone. You gotta have some. You gotta have some better. You gotta have some sort of better burning catalyst, like charcoal or something. Okay, so he is coming from. Okay, so is he friend or foe? Oh, I hope he's a good boy. I mean, if he really did want the delicious taste of ramen, I mean, that'd be a good reason to betray Tsukasa, because Tsukasa is gonna have him eating rocks and shit. Behold the wonders of my pre-industrial world. Delicious rocks! How about you don't do that, though? How about you don't? Everyone there with swords and plate armor. Senku's rolling up in Kevlar with a shotgun. That's what he'd fucking do as well. Holy shit. Well, hey man, there's plenty of cute chicks in the village if he wants that. Okay, so he's a villain hero. Neat. Let's see. Live in a kingdom that has science and the ability to develop like a city where you can live in peace and get the big titties. Or you could live in a Stone Age thing where no one can shave their armpits and everyone dies at age 30. Like, seriously, like, if he's this superficial, why wouldn't he go with the kingdom that can, get science to happen so his women can be, well maintained if he's that shallow? Like, if you want to live an easy life, then stick with the science boys. It'll suck at first, but it gets good real quick. Yeah. Nothing makes life easier than electricity. Well, damn. I don't know why you'd need a lightning rod, though. You've got plenty of running water. You could probably set up Anger of the Heavens. They're right next to a running river. It'd be fairly easy. It'd be fairly easy for him to make a water generator, would it not? Like, I'm trying to think what the reasoning the reasoning he'd have to go for a lightning rod generator. There's not always going to be lightning. Oh, good. Now they're gonna see him call down a miracle. Aight. Fuck it. All hail Senku Christ. And these villagers are violent. Maybe they're not worth hanging out with. So were they all named after rocks and shit? Is he gonna distract them with magic tricks? Is that what he's gonna do? He's just be like, watch me pull a rabbit out of my ass. What? What? Deadass just distracting them with magic. Oh my god. I'm trying to think like how you even do that, like because those flowers seem pretty stiff. Man, being a magician in this world would be super easy because everyone would be a big tribal idiot. You could distract them. You could distract them by doing this. So is the bald mountain just made of magnet? Like what's going on with this? Fucking poor Kinro and Ginro. Just like they always go to be out there, like watching the goddamn miracles happen. Never allowed to be in there. The spear. Just steal the poor man's spear. Come on now, man. I can't believe Kinro's spear is fucking dead. Just make. Yeah, it's a Stone Age world, and he just went and made an electromagnet. Huh. Like, what are they gonna make? Are they gonna make a manual? Like a manual generator, like one you've got to go like this for? Like, couldn't they? Like, couldn't they just use a bunch of smaller magnets? Like maybe I just don't understand the science, but idiot, idiot, big dumb idiot. If he imagine if he did just made a nuclear reactor right there. Why? Why are you making a muscle generator? Everyone is dead. What's with that face, Senku? What the fuck? What's with the face? What's with the face? Well, I'm very confused. Lacquer rash? What? Is that a real thing? Of course he put his fucking name on it. Okay, why do this though? But why make this generator though? You have a river. Just promise him another golden spear. Just promise him another golden spear. God damn it. No, that is how magic works. Just lie super hard. Just lie super hard until people believe you. Oh, they're brothers? What? They look nothing alike. What was with the bamboo string? What? Oh, it's to be filament for a light bulb. It's filament for a light bulb. My fucking... How does bamboo work as filament? Wouldn't you need something like tungsten or something? Like some sort of metal that can... Hmm. Fuck you, sunlight. And we made it so we'll never see the stars again. Stars are bitches. Okay, I don't think it'd be that bright. Come on now. It wouldn't be that bright, surely. It's fucking bamboo. Like, if it's that bright, they couldn't see the stars. Alright, all they gotta do now is figure out glass blowing so they can get light bulbs. Oh boy. So, okay, so maybe I don't understand the science behind this as, like, well enough. But, like, do you need an electromagnet for because I'm pretty sure, like, generators predate electromagnets. So, like, you wouldn't need an electromagnet to make it... Like, they've got that river right next... Okay, so I'm just gonna think about that. So, they've got that river next to them, right? I'm assuming that river is moving, right? Unless it's unless it's the ocean, but even then it would still be moving. Would it not have been easier to just create a bunch of, like, water wheels, you know? Like create electricity with just a bunch of water wheels, and run run electricity. So it seems like they have a. It seems like they have a lot of copper. You know, like if they're gonna make two giant discs that big. If they got two wheels that big, then yeah, they should have put more than enough copper to have made a bunch of wires and run those back to the Chrome Shack. Like, hang on, I'm just gonna Google this. I'm gonna Google this. I'm just curious about this, which I imagine is probably the point of the show, to make people curious about science and shit. Can you make a generator? Hang on. How do you make a generator? How do you make a generator? How to make a generator home? Okay, yeah. So I mean, can I? How to build an electric generator? Right. What do I need? We are gonna build this. Okay. Decide what source of energy you want to convert to electricity. You can use anything that has a rotating axle, such as a stationary bicycle. Coil a length of wire to form a fairly large loop. Make sure two ends of the wire are accessible. The more coils you make, the more electricity you'll produce. Connect the wire loop to your energy source, e.g. the bicycle axle. Make sure the loop is supported well and you're not in the way of any moving parts from the energy source, so the pedals for using a bike. Place strong magnets around the loop. You can be seen. Hello.
For a generator, you don't need an electric magnet. You just need a magnet rotating within a coil.
Okay.
A power coil.
So in the show I just watched, they created an electromagnet by coiling a copper wire around a big metal iron pole and striking it with lightning, creating an electromagnet. But they also had access to naturally magnetized stones. Would those not have worked?
Those would have worked. You can just make a copper coil, put the magnet inside of it, rotate it. Like the way we rotate it in modern industry is back and forth, creating current, but direct current would also work.
Step closer so I can actually hear you better. Okay, so they could have just literally just used the natural magnetic rocks. Okay. Second thing, what is the benefit of creating a hand crank generator with two? I'll just fucking pull up the thing. Like, what is the benefit of creating of creating that? Damn it! Of creating. Where is it? Where is it?
I saw it.
That. What is the benefit of creating something like that, a big hand crank generator, instead of just making, because they live near a river. Like, what would be the benefit of making that versus, using a river?
I suppose having a hand crank generator in supplement to the river power would be nice to have extra power on demand, but straight up just hand power the river, that would just be more convenient.
Yeah, it's kind of really big dumb. Also, do you want to see their light bulb?
Oh.
Here's their light bulb. It's a filament made of steam treated bamboo.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. And you can see it from space. Hang on, I need to actually show you this dead. Okay, so that right there, and just that lights up to there, you see all the village, and then you could fucking see it from space.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
By the way, they're here, I don't know where this is in Japan, but the guy who's trying to kill them lives right here. So it's yeah, and the light bulb just looks like this. It's a fucking steam-treated bamboo filament connected to two copper wires on a leaf.
You don't even have a mirror or anything to
nope.
reflect the light?
Nope. So far this show has been all about, using science to rebuild the world after an apocalypse, but, this one just kind of went, no, electricity's fucking magic. She's big science. And also big art. Big science art. hence the name. So, oh boy. So yeah, there's our science lesson. So they didn't need the big dumb electromagnet. They wasted their iron. They went for the most inefficient electricity possible, and their light bulb makes no goddamn sense. So I still like this show. I like the idea of it. The idea of using science to rebuild a world, being like facing resistance from people who are, very not scientifically minded at all. I like the general idea, and for the most part, we've been pretty much on, like, we got that shit on fleek so far. But like this electricity thing, I feel like it's just I knew like a little bit. I didn't maybe like I don't know like everything about it, but yeah, like even I'm like, hang on a minute. Like, you went through it, and then we had confirmation from someone who actually knows how this shit works. And being like, yeah, no, they could have just used the magnets they had ahead of time. Like, I don't know if it's like the author is trying to make things look more impressive than they are, or if it's something else going on there, but yeah, I think that's like the one thing I've been like that's been like, okay, hang on, what the fuck? What the fuck right there, Chief? I mean, I still like this show, and I like Gen, how he's shown up, and how he's not he's not on Tsukasa's side, he's not on Senku's side, he's on the side of whoever makes his life easier, which is another argument in favor of the progressive technological society that Senku is creating, because Tsukasa's, yeah, you live, like, pretty, like, easy, but people can kill you if they feel like they can, and get away with it, because that's what a might makes right society is about. Like, if someone bugs you, just fucking kill them. If you kill them, that means they were too weak. Fuck them. And also, it's gonna be a constant barrage of violence, like, begetting more violence. That's just how a society like Tsukasa's works. So I do like how he's there, and it kind of, like, emphasizes the point that science makes people's lives easier, even if it's a little bit difficult at the start. I do like that. Electricity essentially being magic is a little goofy, and it kind of bugs me on that one, just a little bit. I don't know about that one, Chief, but okay. I don't know. I like this. I like Gen. Gen is good boy. Gen is a good boy. Chrome, I feel like Chrome has kind of, like, fallen, like, back now. Like, he's not really speaking as much. 'Cause I feel like his whole thing was, like, I exist to be the science boy of the tribals. And now he's, like, basically Senku is just being like, no, I'm science boy. I'm here now. You can fuck off. And, like, Senku's just kind of taken over, like, his role in the village, and he's got no real reason to exist, so, like, except for being Senku's hype man kind of thing, Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just, like, imagining this, but it really does feel like he's just kind of in the background. He's just getting token lines or things where he's just like, hey, I had this rock, and it's exactly what we need. Like, he feels very low impact. Like, it's not that he's not present, because he's very clearly present, and he's got, like, a lot of lines, but a lot of those lines, like, boil down to Senku is hype, and hey, here's this rock I found. And I don't know, I think I imagine that's honestly, like, just kind of a casualty of introducing a new character, and also, like, Chrome not really being that important, honestly. You could slot him out and really nothing much would change. Other than the fact that Senku wouldn't know where to get the rocks. It's very much like the Watermelon Kid. Watermelon Kid, not really all that important right now, except for going into the village to pick shit up for them. So, yeah, add in the Gen came in and we had to introduce Gen, and it makes sense. Like, some things, a small sacrifice for salvation. I do like that, like, he's trying to get the village on his side, and they are coming in and, like, actually doing things. I do think I don't Damn it, I wish Sai was here again. But I really don't think you can actually hit the melting point for iron just through, like, blowing air into a furnace. I don't think you can double the maximum temperature for like, a wood-based fire. Sai! Sai! I need your science again.
I science, what?
Okay, so could you... So you know how the maximum temperature of fire is, like, if from wood is, like, what, like 700 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that?
In what situation?
God damn it. I hate scrubbing through this. There's a little... There's a furnace thing they have where they're trying to pump air into it, like with a bellows. Yeah, like this. Damn it! Yeah, like this. Right, and they're trying to smelt iron. They're just using wood as their fuel and blowing air into it with these little bellow things.
You have the wood stacked together correctly and introduce enough oxygen. I don't see.
I mean, could you hit 1500 degrees Fahrenheit, like when the maximum of wood is less than half that?
I don't know this maximum of wood thing
like,
you're talking about.
I thought that wood could there's a cap on how hot it could burn.
I don't.
Because that's something that, like, I remember from school, and the fucking character himself mentioned that in the show. But now, like, we're just like, if we throw enough oxygen at it, the temperature will go up.
I mean, like, if you imagine a house fire, you know, that's hotter than just, like, a single piece of wood. That's, like, you know...
But it's also, like, more than just the house burning. It's all the shit inside the house.
Yes, but it's primarily the wooden structure.
Yeah. I mean, coal burns way hotter than wood, for example.
Yes, and that's what we...
So does charcoal.
Charcoal is made of wood.
But it burns hotter than wood.
But it is wood.
But it's specially treated wood, though.
Yeah, burned and pressed wood.
Yeah.
But it's still wood. So that invalidates your idea.
No, it's...
There,
no, it does not.
I'm sure you can burn wood hot enough if you arrange it right and burn it right.
And you had a bunch of people with bamboo bellows, I guess.
Why not?
Okay, so that science works. Good. I just need you here every Friday and Saturday, I guess.
Also, don't quote me on literally anything.
Quote her on everything. I want to see quotation marks in the comments. Okay, so one of the science works. Yeah, good show. Electricity's fucking weird, and they completely unnecessary, but I guess they did it because they wanted to show off a cool thing they learned from a Snapple cap. I don't know. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I've completely lost my fucking flow. Alright, but, yeah. I still like, it's still like one of my favorite shows I've been watching so far, and like the electricity thing aside, it's good. It's a good show. It's good, well set up, and it's teaching people stuff about nature and about the science. Oh boy. And I guess next thing is to just try and set up actual an electricity network. Maybe have this electricity actually be useful for something. Maybe set up some fucking river wheels or something. I don't know, Chief. Because you can't just have, like, people just sitting there spinning a wheel. I mean, the guy doesn't have batteries. Like, you can't, all that electricity, it's not gonna stay anywhere. He doesn't have batteries. Oh, boy. But, oh well, I guess I'll have to figure that one out, won't they? Like, next episode when they go to the goddamn river and set up a water wheel. Oh, boy. But... yeah, as always, everybody, I am Nozz. Let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments, whether you like it, dislike it, you want to bring up something maybe I left out, maybe you know something more about the science of this than me or I do, oh boy. And if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description and on the end card. And if you don't want to do that, remember, you make sure you like, comment, favorite, subscribe anyway. Oh boy, I've completely lost my flow. Yeet. And if you do support me on Patreon, you get a special patrons-only Discord channel on my open Discord server that anyone can join. And in there, you can recommend things to be Let's Played, Let's Watch, live-streamed, whatever. And we also have our patrons-only movie night that we do once a month, usually on the second full week of any given month. We hang out, watch some anime, play some video games, watch a movie. Just kind of just have a good old grand old time in our sync tube. Oh boy. And yeah. And buddy, I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I'll see you around the room.